Moon Pies here from Top 8 and SalemWitchTrials.com with the top 8 things you need to know about the Salem Witch Trials. Number 8. Roughly 200 people in the Salem area were accused of practicing witchcraft between February 1692 and May 1693, and 20 of those were ultimately executed. Another 5, including 2 children, died in prison. Number 7. Ground zero for the accusations was the family of Reverend Samuel Parris. His 9-year-old daughter Betty Parris, 12-year-old niece Abigail Williams, and 2 friends would pass the time forming fortune-telling circles. They would listen to stories by Tituba, a slave woman that Parris brought back from Barbados. Tituba's stories of witchcraft, demons, and mystic animals intrigued the girls. When Betty and Abigail started having fits, showing signs of unusual physical expressions, Reverend Samuel Parris brought in physician William Griggs, who concluded that since there was nothing wrong with the girls physically, that they were probably bewitched. Number 6. Witch cake. A witch cake is a cake of rye meal and urine from the afflicted, fed to a dog to see the afflicted is under the power of witchcraft and can name the witches. Tituba was ordered to prepare witch cakes, and she was done with one of the first 3 accused of witchcraft by the 4 girls. Susan Osborne and Susan Good were the other 2. Tituba made some pretty wild accusations in her testimony in order to spare her from execution. She remained incarcerated until another couple purchased her as a slave for the price of jail fees incurred the following year. Number 5. Most, but not all of the executions were of women. 14 women and 6 men were executed in Salem. Number 4. Witches were not burned at the stake, contrary to popular belief. 19 of the 20 executions were actually just public hangings, starting with Bridget Bishop on June 10th, 1692. Number 3. While the trials continued into the spring of 1693, the last of the public hangings took place on September 22nd, 1962, when the final 8 victims were executed. Number 2. The only execution that wasn't done by hanging was Giles Corey, a Salem farmer who refused to plead guilty or innocent. He was pressed to death, crushed under stones for a couple days. Number 1. More weight. Corey's famous response during the pressing, whenever he was asked whether he was innocent or guilty, he simply responded with those 2 infamous words, more weight. And that's it. That is the 8 things you need to know, top 8 things you need to know about the Salem Witch Trials. Find out more at SalemWitchTrials.com. Top 8.